Blessings, everyone. It's time for a special monthly tarot card read for July 2021. I've actually started to really like making these, these readings where I am actually looking at the main plot or the through line, if you will, the coherent story of a given month that we are all experiencing individually and as a collective, just to kind of add a bit more intel to the themes of what is going on. I've already done one for Jupiter Retrograde. If you want to check that out, that's on my main channel page. And of course, I also do these on my weekly bonus astrology videos on my Patreon. And if you're interested in signing up for my Patreon, you'll also have access to additional weekly tarot as well as my Tuesday lives where I come on at 4 p.m. Pacific time, US and Canada, again, every Tuesday, and we discuss all kinds of deep spiritual matters, talk about what's going on with the collective, and also do a bit of mentorship on the spiritual path, and of course, a Q&A. And so you can always check that out by following the links down below. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go onto my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on when it comes to the month of July? Well, at the start of the month, we walk in from June with the Death card reversed, crossed with the Two of Cups upright. And so there is this meeting of old business and new business right at the beginning of it all. The Death card reversed is bringing up a need to focus on some things that we have maybe not necessarily finished or dropped from our life, dropped from our journey, or maybe some things that we've not necessarily taken up action with, we've been kicking the can down the road with, that need to actually go through their transition, finally go forth and, onward to other things. Or maybe you need to be able to extricate yourself from those situations. Again, where are the transitions that have been procrastinated so that we can, with that Two of Cups upright, start to actually embrace a lot of the new unity opportunities coming our way, new companionships, new collaborations, new partnerships, new commitments. And this is where we see this big push in the beginning of July to clear up a lot of old business, wrap it all up so that we can actually unify with what is actually ready to take us on to bigger and better things, which is pretty typical, right? The universe does this. Before you start a new project, or before you make some kind of big move, or before you get into a new relationship, you may find that echoes of the past, will show up to engage with you. And it's the way the universe asks us to go, hey, take a look at yourself. Are you over this? Are you going to do this again? No? Okay, here you go. Here's the new thing. Are we going to recreate this? No? Okay, enjoy your new thing. And we're all experiencing this throughout the course of the beginning of July. With the Two of Cups upright, it's important to understand that this also affects other areas of life than just love. Yes, romance is absolutely getting a boost here, but we're also seeing this occur in platonic circles and professional circles and spiritual circles as well. Existing partnerships and existing collaborations and things like that will also need to be ready to face old business or things that have been swept under the rug, or again, any situation we've kicked the can down the road with, so we can clear it and be good and done so that we can go through that metamorphosis and actually embrace a higher way of being, a higher way of interacting with each other, or rewriting the relationship to be a better circumstance for who we are now versus who we had been. A lot of what starts this off, or a lot of what has precipitated this, the past as it affects the present, or the recent past, we have the Page of Wands upright. So a lot of seeds that maybe got planted, a lot of samples that you may have experienced, or a lot of new mini beginnings that were getting played with in June are actually starting to grow. They're starting to become more than just samples. at this point in time. And so when you think back to, the last few weeks of June, you might want to pay attention. Okay, what was getting initiated during that time? What were the new projects? What were the new plans? What intentions were getting set? What was getting drafted? New people coming into your life. They're becoming bigger players. They're becoming bigger elements in your life right now. And because the Page of Wands is an accelerant card, it is one that actually snowballs things. We're also starting to see it generate more and more opportunity for you, right? There's a lot more fun. There's a lot more energy, a lot more social engagement, a lot more bonding. Yes, even a bit of popularity. And popularity is a big focus of July, as we talked about in the astrology video, which again, link in the down bar below. And that may even be where these new opportunities for partnership or new opportunities for existing partnerships are also coming from. But we have to make sure that we are not trying to hoard old or procrastinated business or carry it into the new thing. Otherwise, it's not going to integrate. And so we want to make sure that we wrap up a lot of that old business as the new business comes. With the Page of Pentacles going away, what we can see here is that a lot of old regulars, a lot of old reliables, a lot of old constants that maybe we had, created once upon a time, a lot of old seeds we planted, a lot of old harvests that we already harvested are no longer a part of the experience. And so it may be kind of a bittersweet beginning to this month because you may be finding that the old ways don't yield the same abundance, or they don't yield the same fulfillment. They don't produce the same sense of security, relaxation, relief the way they used to, even if they're operating or functioning very much in the same way they used to be. Also, with the Page of Pentacles, a lot of things that were maybe in their baby stages are growing out of those stages and in essence no longer being what we used to count on them staying for consistency or a constant. All of a sudden that is growing into something completely foreign and new as well. This is a powerful beginning to the month. There really isn't a lot of old business that we want to be trying to carry forward because it's only going to trip us up. As we get on to how we move into the month of July, so we're looking here at, still the first 2 weeks. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse. And as I was laying out the cards, I just charged the grid and everything, I saw that Page of Cups reversed, and my higher levels were just kind of like, my guidance and all that was just like, hey, this is not a bad Page of Cups reversed. Just keep that in mind. And as I look at it, I'm not getting negativity from this whatsoever. I'm actually seeing that there is an overwhelming amount of generosity, positive attention, and inclusivity going on. Invitations to join circles or to get closer to people or receive a lot of gifts and benefits and a lot of praise and accolades. But the Page of Cups reversed is indicating that it may not necessarily feel comfortable to receive these things. And this may actually be because maybe it's coming in forms that you are not familiar with. So we're going to have to, be quick learners with this. You might be coming in a love language you're not familiar with, or it may be that you have something to heal about only wanting things that are hard to get or unavailable, even when it comes to, work ambitions. The Page of Cups reverse is indicating there is a deep openness that is going to make you feel uncomfortable, that is actually embracing you. And this could also, again, show up in many different kinds of circles. Job opportunities you don't think you're ready to take, or friendship opportunities that you don't know you're ready to do your part in. And you want to pay attention, where is that doubt? Where is that resistance coming from? As we get on to the very middle of July. So this is more like week 2 and week 3. We've got the Empress reversed. And it's probably going to be a weird one because we're going to need to confront something that is ultimately its own worst enemy, right? That's what we always say about the Empress card reverse. She is her own worst enemy. And this could be a situation where we have to not only take ownership and accountability, but also take initiative when it comes to changing a situation that is actually creating more harm than healing, or harm than health, or actually starting to create a negative collateral effect by remaining as it is. Sometimes with the Empress card reversed, we can see this show up as an investment or something that we had taken on, a commitment that we have, yes, possibly a social contact that ultimately has, never really given back what it's received equally. Or, it could also very well be that it is just starting to drag everything around it down, right? It's starting to take love. It doesn't make love. And remember, if something's making love, it's making everything around it better. If it takes love, it's pulling energy from everywhere else. It's pulling energy from the job. It's pulling energy from friends. It's pulling energy from love. It's pulling energy from all over the place. And with the Empress card reversed, we're going to have to confront some elements in our life that maybe have persisted in doing that, and maybe even take a stand where we, are not going to co-create or capitulate with that anymore. As we get on to you, where are you at when it comes to the entirety of this month? Well, we've got the Four of Wands upright. This whole month is setting you up for a slew of accomplishments that are actually pushing you up into a higher status of performance, right? You're graduating out of your station, so to speak, however you term station, whatever that means to you. Again, very much the same as what we were talking about in the July astrology, this promotion energy, this graduation energy, very, very strong here. But with the Four of Wands, what's actually happening is that you are getting an opportunity to see that reflected on the external as well. And so you are also noticing that as you are going up in your own station, so is everything that can match you starting to match you. You are going into a space where not only are you accomplishing, many milestones or passing many milestones, but you're also distancing yourself more and more and more from an old life or an old self. And remember, that's the part of this that's going to be the most rewarding, because we don't go on these paths to equip the old self. We go on these to become our best self. And you're noticing throughout the course of this month that with the Four of Wands, whether it's your material surroundings, your social surroundings, even your own scholastic, spiritual, and health achievements, you have cleared milestones that are saying there's no going back. Now, while everything seems to be going very well for you, in the environment, we've got the King of Cups reversed. And, he's not necessarily maybe going through the same thing. Might not be a he, just like the Empress reversed might not be a she. But with the King of Cups reversed, what we've got going on in your environment is needing to pay attention to where there could be, maybe dysfunction or sickness that is self-aware and yet not at a place where anything can or is willing to be done about it. And the choice to continue living that experience or harboring that experience or participating in that experience will keep you slumming it. Not to mince words. And so during this time, you may actually have to confront where there may be an unhealthy influence, or maybe even a detractor or a passive detractor, right? A covert detractor, something that we did not necessarily know what it was in your space or in your midst. Also, with the King of Cups reversed, you may be getting some negative feedback throughout the course of this month, especially when it comes to those that may take it personally that you are going through a shift, right? It could be triggering issues in them. That's, again, it's not healthy for you to be so preoccupied with their state of mind. But, maybe if you want to try and, give it proper context, that's fine. But pay attention to what would wish you stayed, in a sense, pay attention to that which would ultimately desire you to not feel as accomplished as you're going to feel during the course of this month, because that can tell you everything about what you need to do with redrawing the boundary around that friendship or whatever kind of connection this is. As we get on to the ninth card, some readers call this the hopes and fears territory. Some people call it future concerns. I call this the bottom line for the entire month, or the bottom line for the read. And I'm seeing with the Knight of Wands, this is a time of courageous self-advocacy. And yes, I'm going to say it, courageous self-promotion. This is the month where, we are all getting the opportunity to move in a direction where we are around the best environments, we are working with the best people, we are able to work the best job, or actually take the best road when it comes to our own life's work, our own journeys, and get a chance to actually have life on our own terms. And it is going to be important to know when to advocate that throughout the course of this month, because it's your life. It's my life. It's everybody's own life. And so if you find that, with that King of Cups reversed or that Empress reversed, you're getting some feedback, or maybe you're feeling self-conscious. You're like, well, I don't know if I could actually courageously self-advocate, or, maybe be that self-oriented through the course of my process during this month. Maybe it's not something you were practiced in. Maybe it wasn't something that was encouraged. Maybe, you feel, or somebody's made you feel like that makes you selfish or narcissistic. It's not selfish. It's not narcissistic. It's actually just not codependent. So maybe think of it that way. As we get on to card number 10, you have the Three of Pentacles upright. And throughout the course of this month, if you haven't noticed, you're receiving all kinds of love, all kinds of support, all kinds of nourishment, all kinds of accoutrements to assist you with completely overhauling, your own life's direction, your own life's path. Well, a lot of these people, coming through the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands, a lot of this support and all of this love that's coming your way, you're getting welcomed with open arms onto a lot of new adventures that are actually looking to be quite prosperous. Now, whether you want to define prosperous as the liquidity or the profitability, that actually is in there for a lot of you. But this could also be prosperous in a couple of other ways. Maybe a big dream goal is finally getting underway. But you're unifying with people that are actually working on the same intention, working on the same aspiration as you. And it was cultured independently. It's not like anyone's hopping on a bandwagon. This is something really organic. And you're, again, welcomed in open arms. And then all of a sudden, the fellowship is ready to leave the Shire. And so I feel like there is some kind of big breakthrough at the very end of it all. Just make sure that you understand, with the Three of Pentacles upright, this is a team of people that you can trust. You've built this trust. You've gone through the work this month to, of course, do that, right? Nobody can prove you can trust them just right on the first meeting. That's crazy talk. We're going through this journey this entire month to establish these understandings, these organic connections. And then we have the situation where everyone is contributing at the very end towards the same aspiration, the same goal, the same intention. It's quite beautiful. So that's what I've got for y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can always go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can just follow the links in the down bar below. Y'all take care.